It's recording. Let's make a video. Boom. I'm really scared that my neighbour's going to be watching me while I'm filming. Because I've got my blind open, so I'm using natural lighting as well, so that's why the video might be a bit weird. Oh, there's somebody outside over there. Or is it just a Halloween decoration? I can't quite fathom. Okay. Hello Internet, today I'm going to be doing a everyday autumn makeup routine. It's quite a nice natural one. When I first thought of the ideas of what makeup I was going to use while doing this video, I thought berry tone lipstick, ultimate like contouring, like shimmery eyes, but I was like no, let's keep it real, let's do something a little bit more natural. First off, I'm going to be showing you what I've already used on my face. Bear with. Okay, so as you can probably guess, I've just come out of the shower. My hair is really natural and I like having my hair like this. If any of you want to know what products I used, I literally just roughly blow dried it and I used this. I've been using the Star Expertise Texture Salt Infusion Surf Spray. It's basically just a sea salt spray. This one is Superdrug's own brand, of course, but you can get lots of other different ones. I think L'Oreal do one, Got2b, VO5, lots of other different, I think every brand do a sea salt spray. I've just been using this one at the minute because I really like the size of it. It's very good for travelling. I use this a lot while filming videos in the summer just to add a bit of texture to my hair. Yes, really like this one. Also really liked the Got2b one. I've not tried any others and I don't know what accent this is. I'm having a bit of a skin situation at the moment. I don't really know what's going on with my skin. Just nothing seems to, like, my skin is just really dry at the minute, and I've been using moisturisers every day, and before I'm not amazing when it comes to moisturising, purely because I've got too many and I just end up, I'll be like, right, okay, I'm going to use my moisturiser now, but I've got too many to decide which one to use. I know, issues. But I don't know, my skin is just really dry at the moment and I'm trying to figure that out and figuring what the right products are to use on my skin at the minute. I think as the seasons change you really need to adapt your skincare to suit the seasons, and at the minute I think I'm still finding my feet with my current skincare routine, but this is what I'm currently using. So I'm using the St. Ives Naturally Clear Apricot Scrub, which is blemish fighting. It smells amazing. And like when you put it on your face, it looks like you've got oatmeal on your face because it's like this sort of oatmeal-y colour, I guess, and it feels like there's sand in it. I don't really know, it just, I think because it's the name, they've made it to look like there's sand in it. And this is for oily / blemish prone skin. My skin used to be really oily, but ever since I started using this, it's actually gotten a lot better, but it has started to dry out a bit more, so I think I need to find a really nice, healthy, happy medium balance with that, but this is definitely one of my favourites at the moment. I've also been using the, I think I might have talked about this before in another video, but I'm using the Body Shop Aloe Calming Facial Cleanser for sensitive skin. Yep, it's just a basic cream cleanser, and I don't wash this off afterwards. I let it just sink into my skin and then I go on top with the toner, and this is the Aloe Calming Toner, exactly the same. I bought these exactly the same time, but yet I've got that much left of the toner and pretty much a still full bottle of the cleanser, and I use exactly the same amount pretty much. Does that happen to anybody else? I feel like I always run out of toner before I run out of cleanser. Gonna have to get a new one of these soon, I think. So that's all that I've used on my face so far, so I'm just going to pin my fringe back because otherwise it's going to really annoy me. So firstly I'm going to start off by using the Nivea Daily Express Hydration Primer. Now this one is like a 2-in-1 moisturiser and a primer, and as I said, my skin's being a bit weird at the moment, and all of my normal primers that I usually use are just, they're not staying put and they're not really sinking into the skin. It's like they're just sitting on top, and I guess that's what a primer's meant to do. But when you put the foundation on, it just all rubs off and it just looks awful. But I found that this one at the minute, oh, I've got something in my eye. I'm finding that this primer at the moment has really been doing my skin the world of good, and it's actually been helping my foundation stay on longer. I'm going to start off by applying this, and you literally just apply this all over the face. So as I said, it's a moisturiser and primer in one, so you don't need to use a moisturiser or a primer afterwards. And you can use this without foundation. You can just use it naturally as a moisturiser, I guess. But for someone that doesn't have the time to do both in the morning, it's really handy to have things that are 2-in-1, like multi-purpose items. It just really helps, especially if you're getting up really early to work and you don't have time to be putting 1,000 products on your skin. I also find as well, by putting so many products on my skin in the morning, it just really irritates my skin. Not like irritates as in breaks it out, but my skin just gets even more sensitive, if you know what I mean. So that is my primer all applied, and again, it's sunk into the skin really quickly. I feel with this primer as well, I've had this primer for about 6 months now, and I've still got like half the tub left. So this is really good going for a primer. It's really long lasting, and little drops seriously go the long way. By the way, this top is really annoying because these sleeves are like massive, so I feel like I could fly away. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Gosh foundation drops in the shade 004. This has got an SPF of 10 in it, so it's always good to have an SPF in your foundation. This is a foundation that I've been raving about quite a lot recently. It gives a really nice medium coverage, with a coverage that you can build up or take away depending on how you like your foundation to look. Before you open it as well, shake it, because it's a really thin, satiny consistency. So it is one that you do need to constantly shake. I'm just gonna pop a bit of this on the back of my hand. It comes with like a little pipette. A lot of people just go straight on the face, but I'm just going to pop it on the back of my hand because I find it easier to apply it that way. This is by a brand called Gosh, which is a Superdrug own brand, and they also do makeup brushes. I'm going to be using the Gosh foundation brush with the foundation. Oh, I'm getting this foundation everywhere. I'm going to start applying this onto the skin. Foundation is really not going to be good for those with oily skin, because as I said, it's a very thin, watery, satin consistency. So it's just a little pointer for those with oily skin. Those with dry skin or normal skin or combination skin, it should be okay, but if you've got very oily skin, I say that this foundation is probably not for you. But you can mix up other foundations that are similar to this. The Maybelline Dream Satin, that's quite similar. Or something like, I'm trying to think. Do you guys remember the L'Oreal one? I think it was called like Magnique, and it was in like a little frosted glass. Did they still do that foundation? I'm not sure. I should know that. I don't think they do. Or the L'Oreal True Match. They're all quite similar. Now I'm going to go in and blend all of this together with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm just using what's left on my hand to then blend it in and just work the foundation all together. Also find that with buffing this in is a really great way to build up the coverage. I feel like it takes me forever to do my foundation, because I think I might have spoken this about before in another video, but I always really like to make sure that it's all blended together and it's all buffed and it all looks really nice, just because I'm always so scared that I'm always going to leave like one massive bit and it's not been blended in or anything like that, especially to my hairline as well, because I've got a really weird hairline, and like it always leaves like this white ridge whenever I do my foundation because it just never sinks in properly. Did not sound right. It sounds like half the time I'm just putting foundation on my hair to make sure it's blended in, which to be fair I probably am. I feel like this is going to be a very rambly video. Okay, I'm now going to add concealer. I'm going to be using my trusty Collection Lasting Perfection in the shade One Fair, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. Get really dry patches around my nose and around, what's this area called? The area between my brows. I find they are the worst spots. Okay, I'm now going to be using my Topshop foundation brush. It's like this angled one. I find that thin concealer brushes just do not work well for me, so I really like to use thick brushes. And I'm just going to blend this in. Okay, so I'm now going to be using my Max Factor Cream Puff Pressed Powder in the shade 15 Natural. This is definitely something else I need to get in the 3 for 2. I'm hitting pan, and I'm just gonna, I'm using a Primark brush, I think. Yeah. And I'm just gonna pop this all over my face. I'm gonna especially apply them to the areas where I've popped my concealer, just to help my concealer stay in place. So this is with just foundation, concealer and powder. I can see my cat on a shed. I always get very jumpy when I see my cat on the shed because I'm like, don't fall. He's not gonna fall, he's a clever cat. Oh, he looks like he's having such a good time. I put a little pink bow on his collar and it looks really cute. Sorry, anyway, that's my face. That's that all done. I'm now going to go on to my brows. This is something that I've sort of rediscovered recently. I've had it for quite a while, but I've been loving it, especially more recently. I've been using the Archery by Soap & Glory for a really long time, but I've gone back to the powders because I feel like they look a lot more natural. The collection Work the Colour Eyebrow Kit in the shade Brunette, I think. No, this is the blonde shade. So I'm going to be mixing those two colours together. I don't know if you can see that. Those two there. Because my eyebrow colour is probably definitely in between there. So I'm going to be taking the lighter colour on the brush and then mixing it in with the brown. And I'm just going to work this into my eyebrows. So I find that I get very fair just along the top here, and that's literally the only area that I fill in my brows. Apart from that, they're quite full. And I do a little bit just at the end, just to make them look a little bit more arched. I'm happy with my brows at the minute. Not annoyed me yet. I always get really nice comments about my brows and how full they look. What do you guys think of my brows? Are you a fan of the brows? Are they a bit too full for you? Are they a bit too full for you? That's not a thing. And that is my brows all done. I've been really loving eyeshadow palettes recently, especially this one by Maybelline. It's in the shade The Nudes, and that's what that looks like. And today I'm going to be using, hold on, take this little bit out. I'm going to be using these 4 colours here. So those, the white, that one and that one. So quite taupey colours. So I'm going to start off with the lighter shade, which is this one here. And I'm also using a Superdrug Pro 11 eyeshadow brush. I find this brush is so nice, especially for blending in eyeshadow colours. It's amazing. So I'm just going to pop this one in the corner of my eye and blend it outwards. I'm now going to go in with this colour here, that one there. And I'm going to be using this one on the outer of my eye going in. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of this on my crease. So I'm now going to go in with this lighter grey colour here. This one's got a little bit of a shimmer in it, so it's not completely matte. And I'm going to be using this one like in the middle of the eye, going out into the colour that I just popped on. So I'm going to be using it just here in the centre. I'm just going to pop a little bit on first, and I'm going to blend it in. I'm now going to be using this matte colour here, and I'm going to be using this through my crease. Done. I'm just going to go in with this, this other colour just to put on the bottom of my eye. And I'm just going to be taking the original white colour and popping popping that along the bottom of my eye and blending it in with the second. And that is my eyeshadow pretty much all done. And with this look, again, you can build it up or you can build it down. Like the matte colour really makes it quite harsh and quite defined, but you can just leave that one out if you wanted to do something a little bit more subtle. But this is it all together. And again, those colours were from the Maybelline The Nudes palette. You can get this pretty much anywhere now. Really, really good. I think it's about £10, but really, really good value for money. With this look, you can build it up by adding eyeliner. As a beauty specialist, you would have think that I would have mastered eyeliner and the flick, but no, not done that quite yet. The day that I do, there will be a new video up on how to do eyeliner. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to add my mascara. L'Oreal mascaras are definitely my favourite. For this look, I'm going to be using the Volume Million Lash So Couture. And I'll try and show you what the brush looks like. So the brush is really nice and really simple. Very, very natural. I'm just going to pop this all over my eyes. I really like this mascara because it's really, really natural. It does really enhance the eyelashes. I mean, look at that. Look at the before and after right there. Without, with. Without, with. Definitely volumizes. And it gives a really nice curl as well. So that is my eyes all done. Obsessed with this mascara. Every time I use this mascara, I'm always like, oh, I forget how good it is. But no, I'm obsessed. It's so nice. For my bronzer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Paris in the shade 101, and it's got a highlighter and a bronzer. I'm just going to be using the bronzer today. And it also comes with their own brush. The brush is okay for a brush that comes free with an item, but I'm just going to be using my normal brush, which is the Wilkinson's powder brush. Bit of that one. It really needs, oh, it's got a mirror. Adding that to my jawline, my cheekbones, and just on the side, just on the top of my forehead. Okay, so that is my bronzer all done. I'm now going to be doing my blusher, and at the minute I've been loving this Revlon one in the shade 090 Smoky Rose. I bought this ages ago and I think it's actually one that's been discontinued. I think you can still get it in some Superdrug stores. We've discontinued them in ours because we've just had a massive refit, which is why I've been a bit absent on social media recently. This one also comes with a brush, but I'm going to be using this one by B. It's the Blush Contour Brush. And that's another one of our own brands. I'm just going to be applying this to the apples of my cheek. It's a really nice subtle blusher, this one. And I just find it's really, really perfect this time of year. Okay, so that's my blush and bronzer all done. I'm now going to be going in with a highlighter. This one is by Autograph, which is Marks and Spencer's, and it's just so beautiful. I saw it on like a little display and I was like, I need it. And it's in the shade Golden Rose. And you just feel free to pause the video at this moment. This is like ultimate makeup porn right about now. How gorgeous is that? Oh, I just realised I've still got the seal on it. I can take that one off. And with this, I'm going to be using the Wilkinson's blusher brush. And I'm just going to be applying this on the apples of my cheek, just on top of my blusher. Pop a little bit under my chin, along my nose, my forehead. Just find this is such a beautiful highlighter. But I don't really find highlighters that are very pigmented, but this one is, and it's very natural and very golden. A lot of highlighters as well can either be really, really white or really, really bronze, but this one is a really nice in between one. And then if you can see, that's probably the best side to show you. I'm just going to be taking a bit on my finger and popping it along my brow bone, just to add a little bit more definition and a bit of a shimmer just along there. And that is my face pretty much all done. Oh, I'm obsessed with this look. How cute does this look? With my hair wavy as well. Oh, I feel so like bohemian that I can go to a festival now for like a week. Where was this look when I was in the middle of summer? Okay, I'm now going to go on with my lipstick. First, I'm going to start off by applying a lip liner. And this one's by Gosh in shade 001 Nougat Crisp. Oh, I should probably sharpen that. And that's what that looks like. I'm obsessed with the Gosh lip liners. They're all waterproof and smudge proof, so they stay put throughout the day. And if you put it on top of your lipstick as well, it also helps the lipstick to last a lot longer. So I love using lip liners. It also gives you the sort of Kylie Jenner lip pout. I think it looks amazing. I've been obsessed with the Gosh ones because they're all super, super matte. If you really wanted to go for the Kylie Jenner look, just go slightly outside of the your lip line, just to really make your lips pop, if that's the sort of look that you want to go for. I really like this lip liner because it's so natural, like you can just wear this if you wanted to. It's such a pretty pink colour, it's so nice. And if you want to know a little fun fact about this, I watched a makeup tutorial for Foxes for her video for Body Talk, and she's obsessed with this lip liner, and I've been obsessed with this lip liner for about a year, so the fact that she is now obsessed with it makes me love it even more because you guys know how much I love Foxes. To go with that lip liner, I'm going to be using this one in the shade 003 Antique. This one is meant to go hand in hand, but I find that this one's a little bit darker. So let's pop this one on top. That is my completed makeup look. Let's take my hair down and show you properly. Oh, I just almost pulled my hair out then. That wouldn't have been good. I am obsessed with this makeup look. I think it's really, really nice and really natural for autumn and winter. It's something that you can play with and something that you can build up or take down if you wanted to, depending on your comfort zones and how confident you are with makeup. This is my sort of middle ground. I mean, again, as I've said before, you can go with eyeliner to make the eyes more dramatic. You can make your lips look a bit fuller by going slightly out more with the liner. You could use a bronzed bronzer, not a bronzed bronzer. You can go with more of a shimmery bronzer to make the look a bit more highlighted and a bit more dewy. But I think this is a really nice medium between matte and dewy. I'm obsessed. I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh, gotta get me some it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed seeing this makeup look. This is definitely one of my favourites. If any of you guys try out this makeup look, please tag me in your pictures on Instagram. All of my links to my social media accounts are below. Yeah, I can't stop looking at myself. I will see you all guys in my next video, I guess then.